Growing up, I've always played my games on consoles. From an Atari 2600 to an NES, SNES, Genesis, and so on till this very day. But PC gaming? That's something I've never really done much of throughout my life. Sure, in elementary school, I'd play Oregon Trail and Number Munchers, things like that. Or the one time in high school when a student installed Doom and Hexen on our homeroom PC, or going over to friends' houses and playing their computer games. But other than that, I didn't really play PC games at home, mostly due to the fact that I didn't have a PC. And when I would get one of my own, it was usually a hand-me-down that was alright for running emulation and not much else. Now that I have a rig capable of running games, I enjoy it immensely. But where is this going, you might ask? Well, Stefan, y'all know that lovable chap, he usually requests games for the original Xbox for me to cover, but this time he chose something different. A game from his youth, something he used to play on his PC a lot as a kid. And since he knew that I didn't get to experience that, he thought I might like this game. And well, thanks to the wonders of Steam, I'm able to do that today. So, without any further introductory monologuing, let's go ahead and check out the 1994 MS-DOS classic, Raptor, Call of the Shadows. As far as story goes, Raptor doesn't really have one, other than you're a mercenary flying your technologically advanced fighter ship Raptor, who is sent on missions to destroy the top competitors of Megacorp by blowing the hell out of their ships and compounds. And that's it. Is it paper thin? Oh yes. But this was also 1994, and having that thin of a story for this type of game was okay. Speaking of type of game, Raptor is a top-down scrolling shooter where you must blast your way through the game's 3 sectors, with each having 9 waves. As you shoot enemies down and blow up the surrounding environment, you'll collect money that you can use to upgrade the Raptor at the hangar, as well as select your mission. With weapons, whether purchased or collected during a run, are split into 2 categories: active, which will always fire, like lasers and ion cannons, and selectable, which will only fire when you do, but can be switched. These are things like missiles and turrets. You can also get mega bombs that clear the screen, an ion scanner that will show you the boss's health and damage meters, and phase shields, which increase your HP and can stack up to 5. Going into health, the Raptor has 100 points of shield that slowly regenerates when you're not firing. When you go below 25% of your shields, you start to take physical damage, which also can destroy your collected weapons. When your ship blows up, it's game over and straight to the main menu. No lives, no continues. Something that adds to the already pretty tough difficulty. You can leave the stage early if things are getting too hot, but keep in mind that you'll lose any money collected and keep the damage you sustained. Since you can repeat missions you've completed to get more cash and weapons, that's not too bad. Or you could just play a stage where you get a weapon right off the bat, quit, and go sell it over and over since you keep collected weapons. Yeah, you know what, just do that. Controlling the Raptor is pretty simple, like most shooters are, although since I didn't have an old school flight stick and keyboard controls are just not that responsive for me, controller is definitely the way to go. Visually, Raptor is pretty basic, but colorful, with slightly different variants for the 3 sectors, ranging from the coast and jungles of Bravo Sector, chemical plants and cities of Tango Sector, and different colored planets for the outer regions. Meanwhile, the ship designs are pretty cool for the time, but nothing as wild as the shooters that were in arcades around then. Also, the little cutscenes that are peppered through the game are pretty nice as well. For audio, there's no voice acting, but the soundtrack is actually pretty good, having me tap my foot along to the beat as I played. Raptor Call of the Shadows is as basic as you can get for a shooter, but in the context of the time it came out, it's pretty good. Plus, being able to sell weapons and items you collect to use that money to buy better upgrades is a really nice addition to the already solid gameplay. If you're a fan of shooters and are pretty decent at them, you could probably beat the game in a day or two, especially if you farm. Now, there's also a 2015 remaster of Raptor on Steam and GOG with slight enhancements. However, with its many negative reviews, I say just stick with the original DOS version. After playing Raptor, it kind of bummed me out even more that I really didn't get to experience these games when I was a kid, but thanks to services like Steam and GOG re-releasing the games to work on newer hardware, it's never too late to start. And with that, this is the Dali Popka. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.